What's up everyone, welcome back to the YouTube. Today we're breaking down my PFL Bellator debut. It's on YouTube if anybody wants to watch, but we're going to be watching it today and then maybe we'll watch some AJ after. Or Bobby. Such a nice guy. Too nice of a guy. Bobby's a beast. People were counting him out because he was coming off a loss. I always say that, shout out Belfast, shout out Derry, twirl. Don't know why. I don't know why, but it's like I guess you could call it a ritual. Not too into rituals, but I just always do it. Alright, let's go. Talking shit. I was like, not a chance, Bobby. This is not your night. Not a fucking chance. Because he ran at me with something mental there. I was like, nope. Give him different feints. Feint the jab, make them miss with a leg kick. Start talking shit again, you see me? I was like, nope, nope. Oh, that calf kick landed on the money. See, I'm giving them the different reads. I'm giving them the leg feints, seeing how their reactions are. A lot of lead hand feints, a lot of level feints. I'm trying to feel them out here. And I'm also trying to draw shots out of him to make him miss early, just like with the leg kick. Oh, there we are, got dropped. Straight back up talking shit. I was stepping in with like a big jab and he jabbed me as I was stepping, but he did still drop me, like, fair play to him. So I was stepping in a wee bit too much with a jab and he caught me as I was stepping, and then I got up and started talking mad shit straight away. Overthrown, like, this is what I said about after the fight, like I was overthrowing the shots. Said that to McGregor and he was like, I loved it though, I loved it, you wanted to scrap.
I was happy to see that. I was happy to see that. You know what I mean? And you fucking loved it. You actually loved it. You're going all the way. You're going all the way for that.
I was like, fair enough, I did want to scrap, but I'll not be making these mistakes against AJ, put it like that. I'll not be running at him with mad combinations trying to knock him out within the first minute. I think I got a bit trigger happy after coming off a few knockout wins. Boom, that was a good exchange. Bobby was a big 55er. He hit hard. Big strong guy, like. There's another calf kick on the money, number 4. That kick done damage. You heard the thud of that. See this is too scrappy, you know. I'm enjoying it, it's a scrap, it's good entertainment. But like, I'm staying in the pocket there too long. Head kick landed. Even that, see, like the head kick, should have just banged him with a head kick and then went back to my range, but I was just trying to knock him out. But as I say, I'll not make these mistakes again. Bobby was very strong in these kind of positions. He was defending weird. See the way he's got both hands on his on my bicep there. It's kind of, oh, just missed with it right. See how wild that is though. Like, it's so. Like, I'm just scrapping it out, like. Yeah, as Dan Hardy made the read. And then Bobby is very good on the inside in the pocket. So you seen he cracked me actually like a few very good shots there. At this point, I was like, I remember being in front of his corner there and kind of smiling and going, okay, I'm going to scrap here. Yeah, you could see it. I'm like, I'm going to scrap here. Which is fun. But, you know, when you're fighting the best in the world like AJ, got to be a little bit smarter, which I will. Takeaways, my takeaways from that round is, as I described, right, was just too wild. It was just, I was just trying to knock him out. It was getting into a scrap. Some of the shots I were throwing were just whizzing past, like really, really could have knocked him out, you know. So I almost did finish him in the first with some of them shots, but it was too wild. That's whenever I got in the cage after the fight and I was like, that wasn't good enough, that'll never happen again. That's what I was referring to. I was a bit too wild. I tried to run him with a shot. He clipped me with a jab as I was stepping and he put me on my ass. And he did drop me, you know. People say, oh, it was just a slip. Yes, I slipped a little bit, but the reason my ass hit the ground is because he dropped me. Because he's a big, strong unit, Bobby. Like, you've seen in the pocket there, his exchanges when we were in that kind of zone 1, between zone 1 and zone 2, which is to me like close and medium close. he hit really hard, and I knew coming into that fight that that was the only place he would have success. If I had just stayed back at the far range, zone 3, where all the calf kicks were working, the head kicks were working, the jabs were working, I could have just pinged them off and kept doing that. So this is why experience is so important. Even, I'm obviously an experienced fighter, but you know, new stage, you want to make a showing of yourself. I was trying to knock him out there, which, you know, you play with fire, sometimes you get burnt, and I got burnt in that round. So I had to compose myself. My nose was bust up in between the round. I remember sitting down and not being able to really breathe out of it. And I remember just having to breathe and go, right, reset. A little bit off the punches, that's what my corner was telling me. He said, a little bit off the punches, take 20% off, and let's pick your shots a little bit better here. And that's what I did. So let's start round 2 here. That right hand just zoomed past his face. I remember that just missing and going, oh, I'm getting close with these. Oh, that was close. Head kick landed flush. Bobby ate it like it was nothing. Peter Queady talking shit in the mic. That's when the level changed here. This single leg position was perfect and he almost got out of it. Like, he was a scrappy guy. Dragged him down. This is when I knew, right, let's do some damage. That elbow just zoomed past his face.
Really problematic for him, and now he's in real trouble, isn't he, Jimmy? And when you talk to Paul Hughes at the weigh-in, he said, hey, this guy's tough. You know, I'm not trying to knock him out in the first round. I'm not trying to get that blazing highlight finish. I know I'm going to chop this guy.
I did try to knock him out in the first round. Elbows start landing, but I'm not over-committing my posture either. I'm trying to keep him solidified here for a while. You can see me going into that cross, that diagonal kind of pressure here. I'm just getting some breaths here, waiting for my opportunities. Still talking shit. This was his opportunity to get up, but I controlled the legs well here and landed a big shot on the way down. Almost got up there, almost got up. So I'm in that kind of diagonal pressure. But as I mentioned about Bobby, he's very awkward and very durable. So we knew when we watched him, when he was in these bottom positions, he was actually doing a very, very good job of mitigating damage. He was doing awkward frames and stopping guys from hurting him. So I knew that whenever I got him down, if I got him down, I would have to be very patient with my strikes and I would have to find my opportunities to strike because he's so awkward. See, like the frames and stuff he has, that's making it difficult for me to strike. So I have to be very patient here. When we studied Bobby and we actually watched him on the weigh-in day, so after we weighed in that evening, we watched him again, me and my team, and we seen these positions on the ground. He was very, very durable. As mentioned, he hadn't been finished in whatever 8 years, and he'd been taken down before, but was able to mitigate damage a lot. So I knew when I had him down, he was going to be awkward, and I couldn't just start striking whenever I wanted to. I knew I had to be patient and find my shots, which you can see at times here. I've got like diagonal pressure, and I'm kind of just getting breaths. Like a couple of shots ago, I was talking shit. I remember what I was saying. I remember I was saying, let's go, we've got another couple of rounds of this here pressure, something like that. But I knew, you can see he's holding my bicep and he's doing all these awkward grips just like he had done against me in the cage. So I knew, right, it's going to be awkward here. You might just land the 1 or 2, because usually whenever you were striking, he was able to grab like another frame and stay safe. So whenever we watched him the day before the weigh-ins, I just said to my team, I said, look, give me, if I've got a top position, give me a shout whenever it's about a minute left or potentially even 30 seconds. And it doesn't matter what round it is. I said, I'm going to posture up and I'm just going to keep striking. And if he stands up, I don't give a shit because I'm confident in the feet. I said, I'm going to find space and I'm going to keep striking and keep trying to land damage to hurt him and to get him out of there. And in doing so, if he scrambles and stands up, I'm okay with that because then we're back in the feet again. That's fine. So that was actually a read that ended up exactly happening here. At this point, I knew there was not much time left in the round. I thought, right, we might be going into another round here. So we've got a minute left. I'm going to find an opportunity to do as much damage as I can. And you'll see here, maybe it's about 30 seconds, you'll see, which was actually the beginning of the end, is whenever I made the conscious decision of, I'm just going to throw a fuck ton of elbows here at him. And if he stands up, I don't care. But I'm going to try really hurt him here. And that is exactly how the finish went down. So it was kind of cool how that worked out, something that I predicted and thought to myself, this can be a way to land a lot of damage and potentially get him out of there, is what happened. See that, like the awkward frames and stuff, say he's grabbing my bicep there, it's making it difficult for me to actually land clean. So at this point here, I think Pat gave me the 30 seconds left and I thought, I'm just going to rain down elbows here as hard as I can. I go with a right elbow to the body and then I just go, right, fuck this. See how I just go posture and just keep going? And that was the beginning of the end. Past the guard and he was done. You know, you seen him lying down there. It's not like he got up and protested and he was... So I'm going to put that back to that finishing sequence of the ground and pound, and I'm going to send you an image of the shot that actually ended him, and it was a right straight to the body. It was that. It was the right straight to the body that finished him. Because this guy, as I said, unbelievably durable. You know, yes, I had just busted him badly with an elbow and I was cracking in big shots, but a durable guy like Bobby, he would have been up for the next round ready to go again. He's done it throughout his career, but it was the body shot that finished him. When I threw the right body shot, I was ground and pounding, and then I just stuck it down to the body. It was such a loud, like, and then he literally, no word of a lie, went, F you. I swear to God, in the cage, I've never seen the likes of it. So the ref obviously was right beside us here. The ref heard that, so he knew he was done. So I went, boom, he went, F. He went like, F or F you. Then I passed the guard and he was just done at that point. And the ref knew that he was done, so it took a couple of elbows and the ref got in and stopped it right away. Because a couple of people were saying, oh, like he stopped it pretty early, but he wasn't. If you were in that vicinity of how close that the referee was, he heard the noise that he made with the body shot. He also heard the cracks of the elbows, and then he knew that he was done. And there was no protest after. It was a clear finish. So let me just say on the finish there, like Bobby, unbelievably durable guy. As I mentioned throughout the fight week, if I get him out of there in the 3 rounds, I'm going to be very happy because of his durability and his awkwardness. Bobby's been in there with the best guys in PFL Bellator. He hasn't been finished by any of them. He's been in with Shabley, who just fought for the Bellator belt, fought Nurmagomedov there, and he's been in there with Gadze Rabadanov, who is in the PFL season, the $1 million finals night here soon, and in my opinion is probably going to win it. Neither of them finished them. Bobby had been, I think, finished once or twice in his career, but a long time ago, like 2016, 2017. So that's why I said, if I get him out of here, I'm going to be happy. And I done what I needed to do. You know, I have serious killer instinct. When I get someone hurt, they're done. There's not a chance I'm letting them off the hook. It may take me another couple of minutes, but once I smell blood, it is over. And you've seen that throughout my career. Like, I find the ways to finish fights. It's just that simple. But I just wanted to put that in there.
It means a lot to me. It really means a lot to make my debut here on soil. So I really appreciate everyone coming out, spending the hard-earned money. This is just the start of the new chapter. I'm going to be bringing you along all the way to the top of this mixed martial arts.
Damn right I am. Saudi next.
I'm doing it for us.
Irish MMA on the map. There's the GOAT. The mother GOAT.
Yeah, look, I was overthrowing my shots too much in the first round. I was trying to get him out of there. I'm just coming off a few knockout wins up my new weight class, so I think I got a little bit trigger happy in the first, thinking I'm going to knock this guy clean out. And I paid the price for that. I got dropped and I got hurt with a couple of hard punches in the first, so that's why I wasn't too happy. You know, I had to be patient in the second, wait for the shots. As I said in all the interviews, Bobby is a tough guy, and you've seen that tonight. So anybody that was calling him out, But counting him out, I think he proved tonight that he was worthy to be in there.
And Conor McGregor over there watching, paying attention, giving you a round of applause. I mean,
probably wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for a man like that to inspire me. Come from this island, was the first man to ever show us young lads it was possible, and that breaks down a lot of mental barriers. And people talk shit, but this man changed the game and changed all of our young fighters' lives. So shout out Conor McGregor, because that guy, he's the man.
Yep.
And always will be the greatest to ever do it. Thank you.
That's a man moment, because I didn't know obviously that was going to go down. Didn't know, I had no idea. I had seen him just before I was going out, whenever I was warming up, because he was there for Sinead Kavanagh, who was fighting before me. So I knew he was there, but I didn't know he'd be down watching the fight, that we were going to have this moment. Absolutely no idea. But people have got a lot of questions about this interview, about like, why did you say this and that? That just came from the heart. That is the truth.
Yeah, let's go.
This is mental. This is mental when you take a step back and look at this. Like, this is mental shit. Like, this is mad. To watch this, actually taking a seat back for a second, and like about 15 minutes ago we were talking about how much life has changed since signing the PFL and getting over the whole Cage Warriors thing. Like, watching this, like, it's not often at the minute when you're in training camps and you're fighting and stuff, it's harder to take a seat back to look at things from a third person view. But I mean, looking at this right now it's absolutely mental, to be honest. Like, to have Conor McGregor, as I said, the greatest to ever do it, fellow countryman, obviously a huge inspiration for me as a young fighter coming up, as I mentioned. It was about 10 years ago that I watched him fight Diego Brandao in the 3 Arena, and that was like the beginning of the meteoric rise of Conor McGregor and the change of the landscape of the whole MMA industry, basically. And for me to then be in the same arena, co-main eventing my first PFL show, or PFL Bellator show, and then he's there, like, down, giving me the like big news, let's go, is just crazy. You know, that's a moment that I'll take to the grave, 100%. Many more to come, but it's just kind of not often that I'm taking a step back in the minute because I'm so focused on what's ahead. But it's very much, it's very cool to watch this right now.
That was the first one out. I've been saying for about a year now that I believe that I am one of the best lightweights on the planet, any organisation. I don't think I showed that tonight, so I tell you what, I'm going to be at the fucking gym on Monday, hungrier than ever, because I got to live up to my words. I don't care what anybody else says, I care what I say. And I said I'm going to be the best in the world, so I have to prove it to myself, and I will.
That came off the cuff, like, that was a good enough promo, I'm not gonna lie. That came off the cuff. But look, truth always wins. Like, I'm just being honest. That's all I'm ever trying to do. I'm not trying to be anybody I'm not. He asked me the question about McGregor, I gave my honest answer. He asked me a follow-up question about what's next. Like, that's the truth. That's an insight into my mind. You know, that's off the cuff. This is how I think. This is what is deeply engraved into my brain. You know, as I said, like, I need to live up to my words. Like, I don't care what anybody else says, I care what I say, and I said I'm gonna be one of the best to ever do it. And I need to live up to that. So that's a good insight into how someone's mind actually works and to who someone truly is. Because that's a total adrenaline, like, in the middle of an octagon, loads of people, like, you're asked the question, you answer it right away. That's the truth. Like, this is why you can see through people who it's an act. People like play a persona, and whatever, people can do what they want, but all I can ever do is be myself. That's all I can ever do. That's all I'm ever trying to do. And I think the truth always prevails. I think people see through bullshit, and I'm just gonna try to keep it as fucking truthful and as honest as I possibly can. That's how I plan to continue my career. But anyway, that was the breakdown of my PFL Bellator debut against Bobby King. Yeah, hopefully maybe some more breakdown videos to come. I'm gonna watch AJ now. And do you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna break him down right now. I'm gonna give my game plan as to how I'm doing it. You're not gonna see that until after the fight. Whenever I beat him, I'm gonna put the videos together. I'm gonna show you exactly what I done to beat him. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna tell you the game plan now. In 4 or 5 weeks time, after I beat him, then you're gonna see this clip, and I'm gonna show you how I done it, basically. But anyway, that wraps up today's video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. If you enjoy this, if you don't, that's fine. But if you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe, because we're working hard on this. We're trying to get as much content as we can out for this fight. Justin's getting work like an absolute demon back there. But here, it's a big time for us. So if you're enjoying it, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you at the next one. Let's go.